All right, so today we're doing a revision case, actually my own revision case. Super interesting case. Essentially, my patient moved, went away for a little bit. Upper right side is the biting side. It's where he has more teeth than he does on the left side. Ended up overloading the last restoration part of the restoration, overloaded the implant. Implant failed, caused the restoration to crack in half, but he loved his restoration. So we have the original file. We're going to be placing 2 more implants to really overload that area with as much support as possible. We'll place the implants today, give him a new restoration today, and we're going to show you through the whole process. Here we go. Are done with the surgery. We took the impression of his temp, which is his original restoration. And now we're going to take it off and take the rest of the impression. Here we go. Okay, now we have the soft tissue, and because we copied the arch, you can see it's already fully in occlusion, so the design will be very, very easy. We will now, to make sure everything is perfect, we will now add a second bite. Now we exported all of the files. We're going to bring this all into MetaDesign to make sure everything aligns perfectly. We're going to align the wax up scan, which is our design scan, our tissue scan. We're going to go into True Abutment Dial Connect to get the export of the implant positions, just to double check to make sure that our soft tissue scan was accurate. And most of the time, I would say 99.9% of the time, they're exactly the same, especially in the maxilla. We're just aligning everything. I love using Meted because it's perfectly, the algorithm is so strong that the alignments are almost always perfect. We're going to save all of this, export it, and then we bring this all into XCELL. Set up the case with anatomic wax up, and then we just import everything into the case. Everything is exactly set up. These are THS is 2 millimeters, and the alignment sets perfectly the way it's supposed to, so that you know everything is exactly accurate and just done really quickly. Do the emergence profile, set up the angled screw channels if needed. You can see that implant's a little bit palatal based on the wax up, but that's okay. We're going to stretch it out a bit. Smooth everything up. Patient is up there in the corner waiting for me, I guess watching me or waiting for me, who knows. But that's an old hole from the implant that failed. So now we're going to go ahead and close that, smooth everything up, fix the occlusion a bit. Sometimes I like to fine tune it by just writing on the screen as opposed to just deleting all of them at once, because I know where I want his bite to be. Now we're going to bring it into Chidu box, the STL, flip it over with a 2 millimeter Z height. We export the STL. We bring it into the new Fab Sega Pro, and we are going to print this. It sends it over and it slices it. We hit start, hit print. Most of the time the printer is preheated. We could hit quick start and ready to go. 12-15 minutes later, it comes out, it's ready to rock and roll. This is Flexera Ultra. We cut off the supports, polish everything up, add a little bit of glaze, a little bit of pink. Patient decided he didn't want the FP1 look, he wanted a little bit of pink. Take off the THSs that have been holding the tissue open. And this is what it looks like. And boom, we deliver it. Fits perfectly. Powerball screw 2.0. We torqued these to 15 newtons, no more than that. Check the bite. Bite is perfect. Smile is perfect. Patient's really happy. It's a copy of exactly what he had. And we are done. So you guys saw that I used the new Sega Pro. So I want to show you what they fixed. The calibration that's right there is just so simple. So one little knob that you turn, push a button, come all the way down. The tank is actually empty and it's new also. It's a brand new tank, much better than the one before. Just tighten everything the way it's supposed to be. Down fingers, boom, push a button, home up. And it is fully calibrated and ready to go. It's a nice, cute little printer. It runs on an Android. You can use all types of resins. In this one, I wanted to use Flexera Ultra. They have their own proprietary resin. They're working on MFH. They have Titan. I create my own little blend of shade by mixing bleach and A2. Put it down together. It's a really cute little printer. The software they use right now is CheetoBox, but they're about to make their own software to be able to do that. It's all wireless, which is also really nice. The settings are pretty easy. You can use light or medium for the supports, and the Z height's only 2 millimeters. That's one of the ways that they're able to print really quickly. CheetoBox is a pretty nice software. It's not the easiest to use, but it's not the hardest, but it's free and quick. You can export the file pretty easily without any errors or updates or any nightmares that you sort of go through when it comes to traditional softwares. Here I'm just making sure that the setup is correct for the plate of the Sega so that it's the right sizes. We're going through the different supports and the different numbers that you need to add to be able to work best with this. The support will help you do this. I'm actually on the phone with them while I'm videoing this. You don't hear the software, but it's pretty easy. There's a lot of numbers there, but they'll help you go through it. Once you save it, it'll always be there. They set it up so that it pops out of the plate really easily. One of the things that's a little bit annoying is that because the plate has all these holes to allow you to print quicker, sometimes the supports get stuck with it, but they're working on a tool like the Nextdent 5100 used to have to just pop it off without having any residuals left. Here you can see the process, which is you just export the STL with the supports. And all the slicing happens on the computer, on the printer, so that you don't have to send over a file that's bigger. But you pick the profile, whichever one you want. They're always updating them and testing it, which is really cool. And I like that it's all Wi-Fi. You don't have to go with a USB stick like you had to do in the past. I like the form factor. It's pretty small. And again, 13 minutes for a hybrid, assuming that everything is preheated, is just great and really fast. Powerball screw fits really well through this. Disclaimer, I've only printed about 4 or 5 hybrids so far, no failures. Everything's working really well. They created this new interface so that people know it's actually being heated. It comes with this really cute kit with screwdrivers and scrapers and filters and even a holder to filter through your tank if you ever have like some failed prints. That will hold the bottles in, and they send this to you. It's a nice little package. It's not an Apple packaging, but it's a pretty cute package that puts together. They don't charge you extra like maybe Formlabs would to have all of this stuff. And here it is. I printed it. It no longer has that screw that you had to turn. Just pops right out. Super easy. And that's it. That's really what it looks like. I'm really stoked about this this printer, that it could finally work at 12-13 minute hybrids, assuming everything is preheated. Software is great. That's a little bit annoying to clean up those little holes in there, but I think they'll fix on that. I use compressed air to be able to do that. But you can see the build plate is not huge, but it's good for hybrids and same day dentistry, and it's super easy to calibrate, which is great. I love this printer. If it works, the first one didn't work as well. This one works spectacularly. and I have high hopes for it. If you guys are interested, reach out to DentaFab, and I'm sure they could send you one. All right, I hope you enjoy the whole video.